So now Jay now says, and I think this is referring to the client you were talking about. I think this is referring to the story you told about a client. He says the reason the lady liked him was because he was beautiful, period, even though he was boring. The client you said was boring. So Jay is positing that the reason that the girl liked him was just because he was beautiful. He was good looking, even though he was boring.
But then we have a person that actually went to 2 boot camps and he spent a lot of money and was completely in desperation because he doesn't know how to handle the girls in general. And he got a lot of, I will not mention his name here, but he got a lot of blown outs. He got a lot of dates that didn't lead to anywhere. And he was so desperate that he basically saved all his money to go to us for a boot camp and really try to sort these things out. And he had been to several boot camps before, and then he didn't really find the answer. And I could see immediately where he's lacking on. And I mean,
was he beautiful?
I would say that he was pretty average bloke. He's nothing out of the ordinary, for sure.
Jay's making it sound like some Michelangelo painting or something. He's like, oh,
yeah, sort of
statue of David or something.
Yeah, but after he went through with this conversational training, it was not until then he could pull things off. He couldn't do it before.
Yeah,
he was scared to go to a date. He was very scared. He don't know what to say. He's scared that he's going to be boring. He doesn't really have some kind of framework to lay back on. And I mean, he was just a scared person, really. He just didn't know what to do. And that is what we're going to give him. He's coming from the wrong perspective.
There's a lot of there's a lot of misconceptions with this looks thing. There really is, and I often think actually a lot of the guys who are writing this stuff in the comments, it always feels like they don't really get out of the house enough. Do you know what I mean? It feels like they're just repeating other stuff that they've read in comment sections or they've heard from other people's, black pill channels and things like this, and they're just regurgitating it, and they don't go out and test the hypothesis enough. Now, that's not to say, yes, of course, and people then go to extremes with their examples. So are you saying if a Dolce & Gabbana male model walks in, the girls wouldn't look at him? I mean, come on, yeah, obviously, but most people fall somewhere in the middle. Yes, I mean there are some very, very good-looking guys, but equally, I've taught very good-looking guys, and their charisma is not good. Their ability to have a conversation is not good. And so they don't actually get very good results. I've also taught guys who are sort of, let's say, average kind of dudes, but their conversation skills are really good and they've had above average results. So, I mean, yeah, of course there's going to be outliers. I mean, there's the super good looking guy and maybe the girl passes her phone number because I mean, that shit happens. Of course, nobody's denying that. But in the main, really, a lot of this stuff does come down to how you interact on a one-on-one basis with the woman that you're interested in. And good-looking guys have to do that as well as average guys. And good-looking guys can fuck it up with women by not having the conversational skills down. Their conversational skills, the charisma skills, however you want to dress it up. But, yeah.